I'm really looking forward to a love story. So that's one. Also, the idea of having two new faces. And more importantly, you've gone so against the grain when it comes to the promotions, right? I mean, usually actors are sitting with us. And I'm so happy that we're speaking to a director. Okay, that's one in its own thing. The other is also the conscious choice of not having the actors come and promote this film. Did you have anything to do with this decision?
No, it was an idea which collectively came in. I think, my producer, Akshay, who's, directly, and Adi sir, who's mentored us through this thing, was have understood that till they don't have something behind them to talk about, the conversation with people would be, who is the prankster on the set? How is it to work with Mohit Suri? And those are redundant answers. I don't think anyone's really bothered about those things. But if you have a body of work that comes outside, and I saw this, I remember when I was doing Aashiqui 2, and it's amazing. You have to know the story. When we were shooting in Goa, people were recognizing me, but not Shraddha and Aditya at that time when we were shooting the film. And we caught up, but we were going for promotion, and we were catching a flight back from Chandigarh. I still have pictures of when both of them called me. That's the picture that flashes on my phone. I took a picture of both of them, and the first show had just broken out of Aashiqui, and we were on air and in air, and no network. But by the time we landed, the show had gotten over, and people knew it was a really good film. And I have a picture of them getting mobbed by the hotel, by the aero staff. I was like, there was no network. How did they know? But the way they were treating them after that was very different from, because they were acknowledging them for not how they look or not how we've pushed them, but what they've seen and connected with the people. This film is like that. This film it's not got your gimmicks. It was just purely made on an honest level. I remember I had put in so much of my voice into this film, and I was dying to make it. So I was worried that at that time there were only star cast films doing well, action films doing well, buildings blowing up, helicopters blowing up. And here I wanted to make a newcomer film. So I very apologetically called up some of my actor friends and asked them if they would love to do a love story with me. And they all did agree, to be fair. But when I suggested their name to Adi sir, he was actually like, my distribution team and marketing team will be really happy. But I'm telling you, your film is not going to work because your script is for 25-year-olds. It's for new people. And I said, yes, I know it is, but today's market, he said, let me take the risk. You just promise me you'll make a good film, your best. I said, you make a good film. I said, so I'll make my best. So he said, then let me take that risk with the new people.
I also think that there's a promise with YRF. And the promise is higher, okay? So,
a lot.
Oh my God, like we grew up as a generation loving their films. In fact, they taught us how to love.
Totally. Like Yashji and Adi sir, I think, Diwali used to be their film.
Absolutely.
And my aunt, I remember, who brought us up, used to take me and my cousin every Diwali. She's Mahesh Bhatt's sister, but every Diwali we used to book bulk tickets to go watch
Yash Raj film.
Yash Raj film.
Yeah.
I was in the 8th grade when Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge came out. And I remember watching the film, and everyone was enamored by the actors, and I know they were spectacular. But I was like, who is the young guy who's made a film? And it was Adi sir. And that's when I got interested in the whole job of wanting to be a director.
And I remember with DDLJ, I was just thinking, it's so strange you mentioned it, because the film has been there for so long. But I thought about it just 2 days ago, where I said, that film is not about just the love story. It's about standing up and showing the entire country a new way. Where we said कि हम भाग के शादी नहीं करेंगे, हम आपके permission से शादी करेंगे.
It was a brilliant concept. I mean, every girl connected, even though she was based in London, every girl connected to the permission issues that they had with their parents. Be home by this time.
Correct.
But, there always was a hero who came first class first, respected parents, respected elders, respected, didn't party, was the guy. That was the hero at that time. And then suddenly you had a hero who fails in the exam on the first day. Father says, I've earned enough money, go spoil it. He talks about Robbie's party. He robs beer. Robbie ki party. And he robs beer in the first scene.
Of course.
So the same character who robs beer in the first scene, will he rob your daughter and take her away? That was one of the best writing I've ever seen, and all of them adds up.
Absolutely.
And he's got a better value system being brought abroad than the great Indian guy who did assumed to have a...
Should marry
Yeah.
him. And
So that's a great film.
yeah, and I think that's what I was thinking about when I was thinking about your movies, that your love stories have always been more than just a love story. They've always had socio-political fabrics interwoven so tightly. Also, you have this commentary about love being not just, tough because there's external problems. There's also internal issues, like there's Aashiqui, where we saw he eventually has to kill himself
for her to grow.
And I feel that's the Mohit Suri stamp. So talk to me about how that stamp is in Saiyaara, and how when you see that trailer you're seeing such intense love. How does one...
Well, I can't tell you more because I think I want
You'll
to
give it away,
give it
Damn
away.
it. Yeah, okay.
Especially in love story. But yes, I think with great love comes great sacrifice. Letting someone go is the only way, even if it means, if you want the person all for yourself at the expense of that person, that's not love. That's you're satisfying your own
ego
self.
and possessiveness. Yeah.
To let go, even pushing a person away so that the person can reach the dream they have to be, is true love.
Yeah.
So I think that's the max I can really talk about in the film, because I don't want to ruin the experience of the thing. But what I've never tried to change I've never tried to make a social message out of the films that I made. It just comes from a certain moral and ethic code that I have with love.
Yes.
With the women in my life, especially, I genuinely feel, I mean, if you might see my narrative, there must be most of the men are flawed, and the women see through their flaws and find what's good inside the person. That probably is my own narrative in life, whether it's with my wife, my sister, my daughter now.
Sure.
I genuinely believe women are the stronger sex, emotionally for sure.
Yeah.
We men take very long to find what our emotion is.
Yes.
But I wouldn't be anywhere for these women if it wasn't for these women in my life. My aunt, who brought me up after my mom expired, she herself was a single mother. And I think that's where your love thing gets a certain amount of credibility.
Sure.
Because I do feel that the women, the sacrifice they've done over the years in every aspect of my life, are all the heroes of my life, actually. Like, the women have been the heroes of my life.
Yeah.
So I think that's what makes the love story stand apart, I think.
Just to fill me